Hello there, welcome back. My name is Melissa Lemon, and I'm so glad you're here. And this is my Focusing on Forgiveness series. And I'm actually going to, before we start the energetic work, I want to share a story. Because in the last video, I asked you to set a timer for 5 minutes and to breathe for 5 minutes. And I want to talk about the importance of the breath. I want to share a story with you about the importance of the breath. So, last weekend, I found out that my father was going to go into hospice. He's had Alzheimer's for years, and he had a fall, been in the hospital for a couple of days. At first, they were thinking of it was going to be rehab, and so we had a little hope, and then it was like, actually, no, we're just going to go straight to hospice. And, I was feeling a lot of emotions about this, and a lot of heartache, and a lot of stress, and I started to get this pain on my right side, kind of deep in my chest, shoulder area, front and back, kind of right in the middle. So when something's right in the middle, you can kind of feel it in the front and feel it in the back. And then it was like reverberating down my arm all the way down to my fingers. And there was some numbness and some pain, and it was pretty intense. And I was sitting in my car with my husband, and I said, this was just an intuitive thing that came up. I said, after I had just been kind of experiencing the pain for a while, I said, I feel like if I breathe on this for 4 minutes, it'll be gone. And I set a timer, and I think I actually breathed for longer than 4 minutes. But by the end of the 4 minutes, the pain was gone. And the reverberating numbness and pain was completely gone because I breathed on that for 4 minutes. I gave myself time to feel the grief, the anguish, the fear, the panic, the heartache, all those things for 4 solid minutes with my breath, with my lungs supporting me, and really the divine. I believe our breath comes from the divine and is divine, and doing that for 4 minutes completely resolved the issue 100%. And I think that next day I heard a woman tell a story about how she had this pain in her, she described exactly what I had experienced the day before. But for her, it had gone on for a period of like 10 months. It had just gotten worse, and things had gotten really bad. And then I don't remember, I think she had tried some medical treatments. And medical treatments, are sometimes seem like they're working because maybe the symptoms go down a little bit or get resolved for a little while, but because we didn't actually allow ourselves to feel the emotions, to validate the emotions, it's never really going to go away because the underlying issue wasn't taken care of. And the underlying issue is always energetic. It's always emotional. We need to up our emotional intelligence in this country, in my humble opinion. So, anyway, it was at least 10 months that she'd been putting up with this, and then she finally was able to get it resolved, and I don't even remember what she said. And my husband and I looked at each other. We were just like, wow, I had the same exact problem. It took me 4 minutes through my breath to feel it completely. And again, it was actually longer than 4 minutes. It was probably closer to 8 minutes. But it was completely resolved. My dad actually passed away yesterday, and I have zero pain. And so, anyway, yeah, my whole point. The breath is so important. It is so important. It is so important to breathe, and to breathe with intention. We don't have to breathe with intention 100% of the time because, it's an automatic thing that our body does. But when we choose to breathe with intention, there is powerful healing in that. So thank you so much for watching. We will get started on the more energy work in the next one. So we'll see you then.